Growing old is a blessing, not a curse. Imagine this for a moment. You're sitting on an old wooden chair on your front porch. The afternoon sun gently warms your skin, no longer as youthful but somehow more grateful. The sound of your grandchildren's laughter dances through the open window. The breeze carries the aroma of coffee you just made, your hands a little shaky but still full of care. And in that quiet moment you realize something. Life was never about how long we stay young. It's about how deeply we live through every season we're given. And growing old isn't proof that time has beaten you. It's proof that you've survived it, that you've lived. But sadly, not everyone sees it that way. In today's world, obsessed with speed, youth, tight skin, and instant everything, aging is often seen as a decline, as something to hide, as something to fear. Who decided that? Who said that white hair is a flaw instead of a crown of wisdom? Who told us that wrinkles are shameful instead of a map of the life we've walked? And who made us believe that slowing down means we've lost our worth? Growing old does not mean fading away. It means you now have the time to observe, to reflect, to love without rushing. When we were young, we lived like we were running, a race against everything: time, failure, loneliness. But when we grow older, we learn to walk with calm. We finally see the beauty in the quiet, the richness in the ordinary. Aging teaches us presence. It teaches us acceptance, not constant striving. It teaches us to give more than to ask, to forgive more than to prove. You know why many people fear getting old? Because they haven't made peace with themselves, because they haven't made peace with their past, because they still define worth by what's seen in the mirror. But aging is not about weakening. It's about deepening. Because those who've grown old have survived losses and still chose to love. They've been hurt and still chose to be kind. They've failed and still chose to try again. Isn't that the most powerful form of strength? And the truth is, not everyone gets to grow old. So many leave this world too early. So many never get to hold their grandchildren or sip coffee in the soft light of evening. So if today you can still sit, still speak, still smile, still remember, be grateful. Because aging is not a curse. It's a gift, a rare one. One day when your time comes to quietly step back from the busyness of the world, don't be sad, don't feel forgotten, because you have lived. And though life hasn't always been easy, it has ripened with you, with your laughter, your heartbreaks, your grace, your stories. Let the world know that growing old is a privilege, that growing old is a quiet kind of beauty, that growing old is something to be celebrated. So don't be ashamed of the silver in your hair. Don't hide your slower pace, because behind it all is a soul growing richer, stronger, and more radiant than ever before. You are not fading, you are blooming in the most silent, sincere, and beautiful way.